Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Happy Manifestation Monday. This bath bomb is called Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's green and blue and sparkly. And this water is a lot more green than it looks on camera. It is like freaking, I don't even know, like those juice Capri Suns, maybe like that, what was it? It was like ectoplasm juice. You guys remember those juice boxes, those juicy juice when we were little? And there was one with the Ghostbusters poltergeist on it, and it was called ectoplasm. It's like ectoplasm. It's like super green, and it's still going. Still going. Get in the bath. Good morning, everybody. Happy Manifestation Bathtub Day.
Morning.
Wow. Look at this. It's pretty cool.
Wow, it's really green.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Smells like laundry detergent. No, it smells pretty good. Sometimes I wonder about Lush. It's like they say everything's all natural, but sometimes you walk in there and it just smells like so powerful and overwhelming. You're like, how could this be natural? Anyway, it looks cool. I'm liking it. Looks like, wow, it's really cool. Okay, you ready to get in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
We learned our lesson not to fill it up all the way to the top before we get in.
Yes. Plugging in the old phone. There we go. Make sure our boobs are covered up. Okay. Woo! Alright. Let's see what it looks like. Hi! Hi, everybody!
Good morning.
Can you guys see the green bathwater cover your boobs? Are they covered?
Yes.
Look at that green bathwater. That's cool. Alright. Alright. Hi!
Green fingers.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. There we go. And, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, that's nice, huh? Okay, so because this bath is called Guardians of the Galaxy, I kind of want to do the Guardians of the Galaxy one. This one. Even though I haven't seen that movie, and it's kind of a big deal. Anyway,
You should watch that movie.
we should. It looks cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's Manifestation Monday, and we're in the bathtub.
Morning.
Morning. So there's only there's 3 people watching. So if anybody has any requests about manifestation they want to ask us about, go ahead and type it in the comments box. Let us know what your manifestation questions are. Otherwise, we've got a couple of things that we'll talk about. The first thing I wanted to share was setting my goals for July. And Kit and I were under the impression that, we had convinced ourselves or told ourselves that that maybe our warm market was drying up, that it's going to be harder to get people in our coaching program, so we have to start advertising and stuff, which is scary because it costs a lot of money. And I talked to my coach, and he gave me some really great pointers, and he basically just inspired me. And I set a goal for July to get 1 private coaching client. And it was just so funny that it just so happened that there was someone we know and we care for very much who needed some private coaching. And we had our first session yesterday. So I hit my goal that I set for myself like June 29th, June 30th. I already hit it by July 2nd, and that felt pretty good. And the reason why, hi Pony, we can't tell who else is watching right now. There's like 6 people watching. Anyway, the reason why I hit it was because I visualized it. You know, I said, this is what I'm going for, this is what I want, and I imagined myself already having it, and I manifested it, and it was pretty awesome. So, do you have any recent manifestation stories you would like to share?
Let me think on that one. Keep talking about that one.
Well, that one's that's a quick one. Hey, Nick. But the big one that we were going to talk about this last week, but we started talking about other stuff instead. The big one I wanted to talk about last week was manifesting a house. Manifesting your dream house specifically. Because that's what we did with this house we're in now. And that's what several of my friends are doing. Hummingbird just manifested her dream house. Kenna just manifested her dream house. Hi, Annie. And what else? I've been having dreams about houses lately. So, have any of you ever had a hard time finding the right house to live in?
Or apartment, just the right place.
Yeah, just whether you're renting or buying, doesn't matter. But feeling like it's not for you, or like, you know, when you're hunting for one, you just can't find one that feels like home.
Yeah, so when we decided that we needed a new place, it came pretty instant, and we realized we had an opportunity to manifest the exact place that we wanted, and that we didn't have to sacrifice what we wanted. So what we did is we made a list of everything that we wanted. What was on that list, hon? It was 2 bedrooms,
lots of sunlight,
a garage.
I wanted a house that was 2 floors for some reason, because I think it feels more like a home, or like you have more separation that way.
A backyard.
Oh, a fenced-in yard.
And
Under a certain price range.
We wanted parking.
Had to be under a certain price range and between 2 very expensive neighborhoods. This is in Chicago. Hi, Sarah. And so it was between Wicker Park and Logan Square, because I was working in Wicker Park, Kit was working in Logan Square. At the time, those were 2 very expensive neighborhoods in Chicago, and our price point was what? $1,500 or something?
$1,500, yeah.
Which, like, thinking about that now, that's so cheap compared to San Diego. And this was also 4 or 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. So, you know, things were a little different back then. It's not too long ago, but it's long enough. What else did we want?
Oh, I was talking about this house that we're in right now.
Oh, I was talking about our first house that we manifested. That's so funny.
Basically, we just made a list of everything that we wanted, and we decided that we were going to let the universe deliver that. We were going to believe that the universe could deliver it to us, and we weren't going to settle for anything less.
Yeah, and we made this list. We had a little ceremony. We lit candles. We, you know, kind of like requested of the universe, probably burned some sage, and maybe some other things. And we put the list in a special box. It was like a special wooden box that Kit had made. And it's kind of like where we put all of our special stuff, you know, like rocks and memories and anything that we want to manifest, we request and we put in this special box.
And then we let it go. And then we just walked around with the feeling like, this is already taken care of. This is already in motion, and we don't have to do any work.
Wasn't it like within 20 minutes we got on Craigslist? Still talking about the first house?
Yeah, so I got on Craigslist, sent a few messages out, and then after a minute or 2, it felt like I had kind of dipped into that vibration of desperation, and I was like, okay, this is not how you find a place. So I let it go. We decided that we were going to go for a run. We were going to go to the thrift stores, and you know, we had kind of a lazy Sunday all day, and then by the time we were about ready to go for the run, we get an email back, and this woman's like, you want to come look at it now? And we're like, okay, so...
Her name was Susan.
We changed our plans. We decided that we were going to take a cab there, get dropped off, and then run back.
It's like we had a 5-mile run or something like that. It was 5 miles from my apartment at the time. And we take a cab down there, and sure enough, this place is everything that we wanted.
Yeah.
Everything. And it was only $1,300 a month. which was impossible in that neighborhood at the time.
It had a huge yard, it had laundry, it was 2 stories, it was in the perfect location.
It was really weird, which we love.
Yeah.
And the one thing that we forgot to write on the list was hardwood floors. And this house was full of nasty rental carpet. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's got like Fruit Loops ground into it, and it's been there for at least 25 years, and probably 25 different families or groups of people lived in there. And
so on the way home, we were like, you know what? We got everything on the list, and we forgot to put hardwood floors.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, well, I wonder if there's a way around this. So how about we do this? How about we email the landlord and ask her if we can rip out the carpet and paint the floor? And if she says yes, then we'll take it.
Damn, she did.
She said yes. She's like, I don't care, do whatever you want.
They were basically gonna completely rehab it, after we moved out, so we got to do whatever we want there, which was nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Daisy. So manifesting. I'm trying to see if we can see our comments.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, there's our comments coming up. So type in the chat box if there's any manifestation questions that you guys have. Oh, Sarah, I wish I could find a boyfriend who can make a wooden box. Let me rephrase. I'm going to manifest a man who can make a wooden box. Okay, sounds good.
I am really good at working with people and manifesting partners. That's my magic.
Yeah, it is. So back to manifesting houses too, though. Oh, I love this little guy. This is so weird. We have lived in how many houses since then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have manifested 3 of those or so, 4. Sometimes, we would have to move in a rush and it wasn't really the right timing or whatever, but this house that we're in now was a manifestation house, for sure. We moved into a house in San Diego back in March, and it just wasn't right for us. Daisy, yours cut out. Kid is really good at working with people manifesting partners. Manifesting their dream relationship, their love. Mm-hmm. Hi, Audrey. So this house, so basically we moved into a house in San Diego. It wasn't right for us. It was too small. There were mean dogs that we had to share a yard with. Hi, Roxanne. And it wasn't right. We knew that within the first month that it wasn't going to be right for us. And it was way too much money for what we were getting.
The energy from which we got that place was kind of
a little desperate.
A little desperate and a little rushed. And I remember I looked at it when it was pouring down rain and was like, oh, I guess it'll do. And we never really made the hard list. We never really believed it could happen. And we decided to settle.
Yeah, and you know what happens when you decide to settle? Shit happens. Never settle, you guys. Never settle for something, but always get exactly what you desire.
And that means with partners, houses.
It's possible.
Children, you can always sell your children.
It's possible to have whatever you want. So, in this old house in San Diego, we said, well, we haven't written a list. What were we thinking? We need to write a list. We need to actually make this magical. So we wrote a list of everything we wanted. Hardwood floors. Again, this place in San Diego, the first one we got, carpet. Not our favorite, especially when you have dogs. So on this list, hardwood floors, fireplace, lot more space, some kind of extra room like a basement or a garage, a yard,
big bathtub.
Nice neighborhood with cool stuff. Yeah, big bathtub. Got that.
Bedroom or a big space where we can teach yoga or and record our yoga classes. What else do we want? Oh, you wanted neighborhood that you can walk around and had cool stuff.
Neighborhood where I felt safe too, which this one definitely does.
Easy access to the beach.
Which, that's fine.
San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. The beach is no more than 10 minutes away from wherever you are. But So yeah, and then, you know, it was the middle of the month, which is an awkward time to find a house, but we set our intentions, we made the list. Did we put it in a book?
No, we put it in our book.
Okay, we have a magic book now.
Character too.
Yeah, and we found this place, and it was totally random. It was the exact same way we found the first house, which was, hey, Stephanie.
So basically, what had happened is I decided I wasn't going to try very hard. I was just going to, you know, occasionally get on Craigslist, and as soon as it felt weird or desperate, I would get off. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't going to spend too much energy on it. I wasn't going to scroll endlessly. And I was just going to let myself feel like everything's going to work out, put minimal effort into it, and just see what happens. And that I was going to be happy no matter what. And I think the key phrase right there is be happy no matter what. Because when you're happy no matter what, you get inspiration to act from that happy place, and it draws happy situations.
Yeah, you're not acting from desperation. That's the important part.
So I had changed what we had is we had our Craigslist search was by map, and I had changed it to most recently added, and it was a scroll list. And as soon as I changed that, something popped up. We went and looked at it that day, and we weren't really expecting much. We weren't really desperate. We were like, well, let's just see what this place looks like. It's fun to look at places. And as soon as we walked around the house, the landlords didn't even come. They're just like, back doors open.
Yeah.
Go ahead, look.
Yeah, that's pretty.
We walked around the house and we're like, oh crap.
This is perfect. We both got chills.
We have to take it.
Yeah.
This is the place. Like,
yeah.
Everything on the list. We have to take it.
Yeah, it didn't matter that it was the middle of the month and we were going to probably lose a little bit of money. It just like, there's no way we can't take this place. And it was the same price as our last place. For twice the amount of room, plus a whole garage, which is awesome.
So,
Kip can have his pottery studio back.
Yeah, so when we found this place and we realized, like, this is it. It was interesting. I had this, like, momentary feeling of, like, can we have everything we want? Mm-hmm. And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, guys. So we've done a lot of manifestation work since we've been together in the last 5 years. We're going to be celebrating our 5-year anniversary on July 20th. 5 years of dating. We got married, you know, not too much long after that. But we want to know, what do you want to know about manifestation? What manifestation questions do you have in your life? Type it in the questions box. Let us know. What do you need to learn how to manifest? What do you want us to talk about? Hi, Brandon. Brandon, what do you want to learn how to manifest? Anybody else who's still watching? Let's see who's still watching. I think Stephanie's still watching. Okay. Sarah, Pony, Daisy, whoever else. Okay, well, Sarah wanted to manifest a boyfriend, so
we'll save that for next time because my legs are falling asleep.
yeah. But let us know. Type in the questions in the boy. All right, yeah, that one's gonna take a little bit of time.
Yeah, oh, did you have something to say about that? Oh, so in manifesting a partner, it takes some unwinding of beliefs of what's already coming in your life. So if you believe that you can't have it, you're not worthy, if you don't know how to feel the excitement of your own partnership, just with you and you, it's hard to manifest a partner.
Stephanie says manifesting the perfect clients. Okay, hey Amy. So like we said, all right, so next week we'll talk about manifesting the perfect partner because that's how we found each other too. But Stephanie wants manifesting the perfect clients. And that also comes along the same lines of, you know, remember Stephanie, we do have, it's like, manifesting the perfect clients is kind of like you have to write down the avatar of the perfect client that you would want. Like what are they like? What do they do? What do they need? People are laughing because your boobs are almost coming out.
I know, my legs are falling asleep. I think we need to put a time limit on manifestation bathtub. We only hold that position for so long.
All right. All right, so manifesting the perfect clients. First, you have to get in the right mindset. You have to imagine the perfect clients, what they want, what they need, and you have to imagine them coming to you joyfully. So Stephanie, what I would recommend is write down 3 different avatars of the perfect clients that you want or need in your life. Get as descriptive as possible and put them up where your vision board is. If you don't have a vision board, cover up your vajayjay. If you don't have a vision board, create a sacred space where to put these. Even give them names. Talk about them like they're real people. Talk about how much they really joyfully want to pay you, and then they will just come to you. So you guys, if we didn't see anything, oh good. Yeah, well the green water helps. Anyway, manifesting the perfect clients. I think that's all I got. The last thing is, don't come at it from a place of desperation. So you have to have confidence knowing that exactly what you need is going to be coming to you. And Amy says that's exactly what I did when I found my first high-paying client. I wrote a gratitude letter to her before she actually came to me. Exactly. All right, so Stephanie, listen to that, what Amy just said. You know, like either write an avatar of who the client is, or like Amy said, write a letter of gratitude to them before they even come into your life. For sure. That is an excellent idea. Yeah, there's lots of different ways to go about doing this.
So, anyway, before we give away all of our secrets and show all of our body parts to you, this is what we are going to be doing on our retreat in the Canary Islands. It's basically taking desperate situations, taking moments in your life that feel like, oh God, nothing good could come from this, and turning them around into a positive situation.
Yes, exactly. So if you guys are interested in it, it's called Balancing the Darkness and the Light. It's in the Canary Islands on Tenerife. It's September 21st to the 26th. We still have 5 slots open, and it's very affordable. September 21st to the 26th. So check out Little Kit and Rosie Volcano, the Facebook page, or thelittlevolcano.com. You'll find more information there. Again, it's affordable. We want it to be something that anybody, obviously, that anybody could manifest if they wanted to. The Canary Islands are, they're beautiful. Don't rub salt in the wound, you guys. Why don't you do it in October? Aww. I know. There's so many people that are going to be in the Berlin teacher training that I know would be there, and that is hard. But the reason why we're doing it in September is because it's the autumn equinox, and we want to be on the top of Mount Teide, or however you say it, on the autumn equinox. It's very important, balancing the darkness and the light. That's what it's all about.
The autumn equinox is when night and day are perfectly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
And the inspiration for this retreat is before we moved into this house that is perfect. I mean, look at this bathtub. We had a moment of living in a place that really fucking sucked, and being in a situation that really sucked, and it felt desperate, and it felt awful, and it felt shitty. And I remembered, like, do your magic. Do the magic that you teach people.
Mm-hmm.
And literally within 24, 36 hours of doing the magic that we teach people, we got exactly what we wanted. Same price. This is like a fucking gem. It's a gem. And the retreat is about teaching people how to take situations that are like, fuck, how is this ever going to turn around? Or like, this terrible thing keeps happening, to this is awesome. My life fucking is amazing.
Anyway, so balancing the darkness and the light, September 21st to the 26th, Canary Islands. Check it out, you guys. 5 more slots left, and join us next Monday for Manifestation Bathtub. Happens right around this time, give or take. And next Monday, we'll be talking about manifesting the right partner, manifesting the perfect relationship. and how do you do that? So yeah, Audrey's gonna be there at the Canary Islands. It's gonna be her birthday, so if you want to come and wish Audrey a happy birthday. She's also finishing up with her foundation teacher training in just a couple days here, which is super exciting. So congratulations, Audrey. We love you. We love all of you guys, and we're so proud of you. Yay! Tune in next week. We usually do it around 9 a.m. Pacific time, but we had to get in a little bit earlier this morning because we have some coaching calls. So yes, Audrey's gonna make cake for everyone. That's perfect. All right, cover up your tatas, honey. I'm gonna turn the camera off.
Okay.
All right, love you guys. We'll see you next Monday. And I don't know what color our bath bomb will be, but we're taking recommendations.
Oh, you could send us bath
Hi,
bombs.
Chrissy. Yes, sure. Send us bath bombs.
3272 Orange Avenue, San Diego, California.
92104.
Send us bath bombs.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.